Hi! Today I'm excited to tell you a little bit about what we've got planned for the year 2017. We have so many fun things in the works and I think you're going to be excited. The first thing I want to tell you about is the word nourish. Nourish, what does it mean? To be nourished means to provide someone with food or other substances that are necessary for their growth, their health, and their good condition. To feed, sustain, and maintain. How does this apply to us as Allison's Pantry reps? Well, when we are nourished, we in turn nourish others, and we then in turn nourish our world. So we are beginning this year calling it the Be Nourished campaign. This nourishment starts with you. When you're nourished, you get to nourish others. You get to teach others, to offer insight, to offer ideas, and to help others with their lives. As we all know, all of our reps are not in this business to make money. Some of them are here to get the great food that we have, which we have so many reasons for loving it. But some of us are here for the relationships that we've built over the course of years. We have those great bonds with those people and they've become our friends, and those relationships feed our souls, just like the nourishment that we eat every day. When you're fed, you in turn can feed those around you. So let's start first with the catalog. The catalogs this year, first you'll notice that they are only numbered. They don't have the months, so that's going to help alleviate some of the shipment dates as changing. So they're going to have 1 through 12. The catalogs are going to spotlight recipes. They're going to offer ideas. They're going to have menu ideas throughout the catalogs, and they're going to help you as a rep to offer ideas for your customers. If you use this catalog and all of the potential that's in it, you're going to become a great source for your customers to receive ideas and recipes along with all of the great food that we have to offer. You'll notice we do have special offers, and you'll also notice on the very first catalog, it is our 30th anniversary this year. So throughout the year, we will have specials throughout different times of the year that you can point out to your customers that we've been in business for 30 years. That is a great feat in the world today. So enjoy that, reps. You have a great company behind you. In our catalogs, along with our catalogs, we've also had our special offers flyer. Our special offers flyer is now a new flyer. We're going to be calling it the Be Nourished flyer. It has a lot of great ideas on it. It comes with recipes. It focuses on some of the recipes that are in the catalog. It also has ideas and deadlines for them for ordering, so that they'll know those things. And it's available to you on our blog every month. You can go on and download it. Then print it out. You can print it in color, or if you choose to print it in black and white, you can do that too. But you can go ahead and give this to your customer. It's going to benefit them. They're going to see a lot of potential and ideas from this. Okay, now we're going to talk about the monthly meal planner. The monthly meal planner is going to be available to you on the blog. It's a printable menu. It's got blank spaces in it, so you're going to be able to go on and put your own meals in there. It comes in a monthly version and in a weekly version. So for those of you who like to plan by the month, go ahead. And if you just want to do it weekly, you can do that too. It's going to be available, as I said, on the blog, on the Pantry Academy blog. It's for you and your customers' use. The meal planning sheets will help your customers plan and utilize all of these ideas that we're offering them in the catalog, and the recipes that come along too in the catalog. They'll be able to use those. And as a rep, you'll be able to feature them in your Facebook posts and in your blog. So you can go ahead and benefit from that. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the monthly webinars. The monthly webinars are going to be the same as they have been this last year. We're going to feature the catalog and the items in the catalog, and we'll be able to focus on those, teach you what's coming in the next catalog so that you'll be prepared, and you'll be able to learn from those webinars. We would really encourage you to attend the webinars. They are very beneficial for you. They will help you feel more confident in what you're selling and be able to teach you how to reach your customers and increase your sales. Our webinars are tied into the monthly marketing, along with all the social media posting that you'll see on our Facebook pages. We will also offer those marketing images like we have in this last year, and we will be giving you the tools that you need to nourish your customers. Nourish yourself, nourish your customers. Attend the webinars and gain confidence, you guys, in what you're selling. Be more confident about being a salesperson and about what you represent. Okay, I want to tell you a little bit about the Be Nourished campaign. These are some of the social marketing pictures that we have had made for you. You're going to be able to share these on your sites, on your social marketing sites. They are really beautiful. They emphasize being around the table together as a family. That is our emphasis this year. We want our families to eat together and stay together and find joy with spending the time together around the table. So that is our emphasis. So I want to encourage you to use these. They will be posted on the blog. You'll be able to download them there and grab anything you want and be able to use it for your customers. We also have the little memes. These are really fun. They're for moms, mostly moms, but they do bring in the dads too. You'll be able to see them all on the blog. They're kind of just stacked on here just to give you an idea what they are, but they're going to emphasize the stress that we have in life, the dinner time blues, sometimes not wanting to cook, just the life in general and how fun we can have humor in it and find the good in our lives, even though it's sometimes a little stressful. We are here to alleviate that stress for our customers. We want to make it easy for them to put hot, warm meals on the table, to use our products and to benefit from them. So that's our emphasis. We want to encourage you to use these also in your social marketing. So come and nourish your soul and nourish your customers and find joy around the dinner table again. Let's make this the best year ever. Thanks.
Hi everybody, this is Becky and I am really excited to be here today to talk to you about ways to have healthy meal ideas for a nutritious new year. So I would like to start out letting you know that my goal today is to help you see how you can take the recipes and the meals that you're already fixing your family and make them a little bit healthier for your family by using some of the great products that we carry in our catalogs. So we're going to focus on the Better Body Foods line right now. And so I'd like to share some information I've learned about the organic chia seeds, the organic coconut oil, the PB Fit peanut butter powder, the Live Fit organic superfood powder, and now we're carrying the Live Fit plant protein powder. So to start off with, the chia seeds, these are packed with goodness. They have in just 1 tablespoon, that's a serving, 1 tablespoon, they have 3 grams of polyunsaturated fats. That includes the fatty acids, the omega-3 fatty acids. So there's 2.5 grams in that 3 grams of fat. Good healthy fat. It's got 4 grams of dietary fiber, 3 grams of protein, and calcium and iron to boot. This is really great. Healthy product to add to your diet. You can add it to your smoothies, and because of its makeup, it can be used as a thickener. So it's going to thicken up your smoothies. If you don't like runny smoothies, I like mine a lot thicker, so it's perfect for that. But you can add it to your smoothies. You can add it to your morning juice. You can add it you can sprinkle it on your yogurt or on your cereal, on your salads. You can add it to your favorite muffin recipe before you bake it up, and it can be used as an egg substitute. So if you've run out of eggs, you can use this. Or if you have to cut back on eggs or not use them at all, this is a great substitute for that. You just take 1 tablespoon of chia seeds and add it to 3 tablespoons of water, mix it up and let it sit for 5 minutes, and it's ready to use. The next product is coconut oil, and I have to tell you, over the last 3 months I've really been looking into coconut oil and the benefits and really trying to utilize it more in my life in a lot of different areas, and I've been very impressed with this. Now there are 2 brands or 2 kinds of coconut oil out on the market. There is an extra virgin coconut oil, which is minimally refined. It retains that coconut flavor, and it's great for medium cooking, up to about 350 degrees. So that's really great for anything that you want to have that really nice coconut flavor too. Then there's the brand that we sell, which is a naturally refined coconut oil. It has a neutral flavor and aroma. There's no smell to it and really no taste to it, and it's used for high cooking, up to about 425 degrees. Now, coconut oil, the reason it is so wonderful and so good for us is because it is a medium chain triglyceride. You'll hear MCT, and that is the healthy fat. That is what our body needs, and that includes lauric acid. And because of these great ingredients, there are so many benefits to using coconut oil, and you can trade it out. Get rid of the unhealthy oils that are in your recipes and put the coconut oil in instead. Coconut oil, because of its makeup, because it's a medium chain triglyceride, here's some of the benefits, and these are just a few. I've included some websites for you to go and research and read about all the different uses for coconut oil, but here's just a few things. It aids in healing and repairing. So if you've had a bruise, you can put it on. It's going to help heal that faster. If you've cut yourself, you can put on the cut, just a thin coating. It's going to protect the cut from getting dirty, but what this coconut oil does is it is an antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal, and what it does is it incapacitates those germs and those diseases, and it breaks them up and destroys them. So it's going to kill candida in your body, which is a bad bacteria. If you've got candida overgrowth, coconut oil is going to help with that. It's a natural treatment for Alzheimer's disease, and the reason being is because coconut oil provides the ketones that are the fuel for your brain. So people who are starting to have issues with Alzheimer's, their body's not producing those ketones, that energy that your brain needs to function, and so it's basically atrophying and dying. And so by taking coconut oil into your system and utilizing it and consuming it, you're giving your brain the fuel it needs to function better. So you're going to have better cognitive abilities, better memory. It's going to help. It's definitely a good thing. Some other things it can do, it can help improve your cholesterol levels. It helps increase HDLs, lowers LDLs, but it also lowers total cholesterol because it takes that cholesterol and it turns it into a product that your body needs to build hormones. And so in that respect, it's going to help you balance your hormones, and it's going to help your thyroid to function properly. It also helps promote with weight loss because these MCTs, they help increase your metabolism. And they are a main source of energy, and therefore they're going to help you burn that fat in your body. It also helps improve digestion. It's a great moisturizer for your skin. That is one of the changes I've made. I got rid of all of these over-the-counter lotions that have all these ingredients you can't even pronounce, and I've gone to using coconut oil, and I'm so impressed with it. My skin is so much softer. I don't have issues with pimples. I'm having my children who are having issues with pimples using it, and it's clearing them up. It is a natural sunscreen. It's got an SPF of 4, which isn't very high, but it is an SPF of 4. That's amazing. Some other things. I use it to do oil pulling, and read about it. It's an amazing thing, but it helps to whiten your teeth and fight the bacteria that causes bad breath in your mouth by doing this oil pulling, which is just putting a tablespoon in your mouth and swishing it around for 10 to 15 minutes. Pulls the bacteria out of your mouth. It's been amazing. I haven't had the issues with the bad breath. It's just great. It helps to balance your blood sugar, improved energy, of course, and the list goes on, and those are just health benefits. I was amazed. I have an article I'll send you to, talked about 77 uses and benefits of coconut oil, and I'm sure there's much more out there. So, wow. An amazing product that you can switch out all your unhealthy oils and start using coconut oil, and you will be amazed. Okay, next, the PB Fit peanut butter powder. This stuff is great. Why is it so great? There is 90% less fat in the peanut butter powder than regular peanut butter, and it's only 1/3 of the calories. Plus it's a dry product, so it's a lot easier to use than that sticky peanut butter when you're measuring out for recipes that require peanut butter. It is vegan, it is gluten-free, and super easy to use. So basically 1 helping, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter PB Fit with 1.5 teaspoons, oh my goodness. Use 2 tablespoons of PB Fit with 1.5 tablespoons of water. Stir it until it's smooth and use it just like regular peanut butter. You can use it on your sandwich for a PB&J sandwich, or you can use it as a dip for apples or celery or pretzels. You can mix it into breads or pancakes or waffles to give a great peanut butter flavor, and of course, a couple of tablespoons in your smoothies or your shakes will give you a really great peanut butter flavor and a protein boost. Now, next we have these 2 really great protein powders. So we have the Superfood powder and we have the plant protein powder, and you'll use both of these exactly the same. They are a neutral flavor, but they're going to add lots of great stuff to whatever you add them to. So I want to talk about the Superfood powder for a minute. Now, both these powders, they are vegan, they are soy-free, non-GMO, and they are gluten-free. And this one, the Superfood blend, it contains antioxidants and proteins that come from pea, hemp, chia, quinoa, cranberries, cherries, blueberries, spinach, broccoli, beets, shiitake mushrooms, and green tea extract. So there's no sugar or artificial colors added, there's no artificial flavors, and there's no artificial sweeteners in there. So 1 serving size is 2 scoops, and 2 scoops contain the same nutritional value as 4 cups of broccoli, 3.5 carrots, 2 cups of blueberries, 1.5 tomatoes, 5 grams of vegan protein, and 100% daily value of your vitamins of B6, B12, thiamine, and riboflavin. And there's only 45 calories in those 2 scoops. So this is really great. You can get 30 helpings out of this bag. I add this to my smoothie every morning, and I absolutely love it. It is great in smoothies. You can also add it to your juice, top on your yogurt, your cereal, your pancakes, your muffins. You can make energy bars out of it, which I'm going to show you how to do that using all of these great products. It's a really great protein. The plant protein, this one is pretty much like this in its use. You can add it to all those different things. It has a neutral flavor, but this is made just from, it gets its protein from a prebiotic soluble fiber from inulin, and then it has organic vegan proteins from peas and quinoa. And 2 scoops again, 2 scoops is the serving size. It contains 80 calories, 15 grams of vegan protein, and 25% of your daily value of vitamin C. So you kind of decide which powder you want to use and then try it. I mean, it is amazing. So we're going to go next to a couple of recipes that use these great products. All right, we're going to use these great products I just talked about and make a Superfood Power Up Bar. This will be great for an energy boost if you just want a really fun snack. It's full of flavor and it's really delicious. So we'll start off in the food processor. I combined 1/2 cup of the Superfood blend, 1 3/4 cups of our raw almonds, 1 cup of honey. Now the recipe called for agave, but in my research I felt like honey was a better choice, and so I used honey. 1 cup of coconut oil melted, 1 or 2 teaspoons of liquid vanilla, and I did still have some of our Bourbon Madagascar vanilla, so I used it, but any liquid vanilla would be great, our Mexican cattle one. And 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. So I put that in my food processor and mixed it all up till it was smooth. And now we're going to add it to 1/2 cup of PB Fit powder. And I've already got my 4 cups of rolled oats in here. Then we're going to add 1 cup of unsweetened shredded coconut, We're gonna add 1 cup of dried fruit, and I've chosen to use cranberries, but you could do raisins or any other kind of dried fruit. So 1 cup there, 1/2 cup of pumpkin seeds, and 1/4 cup of chia seeds. So we'll add those in. We're gonna mix those up in this bowl, and then we're going to add the mixture that we've mixed up in our food processor. And then we'll mix it all up nice and smooth so everything is mixed into the wet mixture. Okay, so I have it all mixed up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put it onto a tray with a liner. I lined mine with aluminum foil, so it'll be easier to get it out of my tray. So we're going to put it on the tray, and then we're going to press it down with a piece of wax paper. All right, there we go. We've got it pressed down into our pan, and now it is ready for us to cut it. And you can cut these any size that you want. I have this little pizza cutter that's just really slick, so I'm not cutting up my pan. So little time, just doing mine little tiny bite size. All right, once we get done pressing it all down, we cut it up with whatever kind of a cutter. I like to use my pizza cutter because it doesn't cut my pans. And then I put it in my freezer for, half an hour to an hour to get a little bit more solid. And then you can take them and break them up and store them in a Ziploc baggie, and they are ready to go. And these are so yummy. I want to show you up close up. See how great these look? They are just delicious. Really, really good tasting. There we go. Okay, the second recipe I'd like to share with you tonight is a smoothie. This one is one that Lori put on our new Nourish customer flyers, and it's a tropical green protein smoothie. Now I'm going to adjust it just a little bit, but this is the fun thing about making smoothies is the sky is the limit as to what you put in them, the different kinds of ingredients. I mean, you can really play with these and have lots of fun, do something different every day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a new product that we're bringing out. This is Wyman's Tropical Coconut Blend. It's got fresh frozen pineapple, strawberries, mango, and coconut, and it is wonderful. So we are going to put just a little bit over 1 cup of this mix in, and then I'm going to use our Dole frozen bananas, and I'm going to put 3 cups of bananas in. And this is going to make enough to share with somebody else. Okay, then I'm going to put in 2 cups of coconut milk. And I might have to add a little bit more as we get going. I'm going to use the new plant protein from Live Fit. And you're going to put 2 scoops of that in here. And again, it has a very neutral flavor, so you're not going to be able to tell that it's in there, but it's going to add all of the nutrition and the protein, really, the protein in it. Okay, then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. That's going to help it to have a more smooth texture, and it's going to add all that great stuff we just talked about with the coconut oil. And then we're going to mix it up. All right, now I didn't put the baby spinach in it because I want to have 1 cup without it. Look how smooth that is. Oh, this bag's in the way. There we go. Okay, but that is only about half of what we made. Now I'm going to add 1 handful of baby spinach to this. a little bit more coconut milk, and we're gonna mix this in. See, this is what's so fun about doing smoothies, is you can just play with this, do all kinds of fun stuff with it. Okay, so we put the baby spinach in and turn this into a green smoothie, and look at that, that's beautiful, beautiful green color. Yum. There you go. So smoothies are an awesome breakfast, a snack, anytime that you want some cold and yummy goodness. I would really encourage you to take these products I just talked about tonight and try them. I've included a bunch of recipes from Better Body Foods in this presentation that we'll attach to it. There is one to make peanut butter cups with the PB Fit powder. They are really, really good. So have fun learning how to use these new things, adding them into your regular menus and your regular recipes, and making your life a little bit healthier in 2017. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Julie, and I'm excited about the webinar today because we are talking about family meals on a budget, and they're family-friendly, easy meals. I have a big family. I work full-time. I know how busy you can get at dinner time and how hard it is to come up with a meal that's going to be fast and easy and is going to be inexpensive. So we have some really fun ideas for you today. The first recipe we're going to start with is actually called Cracked Out Chicken Tater Tot Casserole. Now, this is something your family is going to love. Now, to start with, I already have, if you can see, I already have the tater tots into the casserole dish, and I'm using a disposable dish because they are inexpensive and then I don't have to wash it. This is also a meal that would be great for a freezer meal. You could just mix it all up, and then instead of putting it in the oven, go ahead and put it right into your freezer. Just be sure that you mark on the top of it the date and then the directions for cooking and what it is, so it's not a mystery casserole when you're all done. Okay, so we have our tater tots are ready to go. I also have some cooked up popcorn chicken, so it's ready to go. But what we're going to do first is we're going to dump the chicken in with the tater tots, and then we're going to use this bowl and we're going to mix up our sour cream and our cream of chicken soup. We're going to mix that all in together, and the secret ingredient to this is our Rosie's Ranch dressing mix. We're going to dump that in there, and our cream of chicken soup gets dumped in there too, and we're just going to mix all that up. And then I have our bacon. Our pre-cooked bacon is my favorite bacon to use, but any of our bacon will work. But since it's pre-cooked, I did not warm it up or anything. I just got my favorite kitchen shears out and I chopped it into pieces with this shears. And we're gonna mix that all in there. Do you see how easy this is? One of the things I like to do when I'm busy working is I have my kids make dinner for me. If I already know what needs to be made, that's the hardest part, is deciding what you're gonna cook. If we already know what's going to be made, then all they have to do is put it together, and I can give them directions on how to do that. So this is a meal that my kids could make if they needed to, and this is a good meal to take to other people because it's something that's kid-friendly. You know, sometimes it's hard to find the right meal that your children are going to be willing to eat, and so this is something that everyone at your house is going to love. So we're just going to mix this all up. And then when we're done, we're going to throw on some cheese and bake it in the oven at 350 degrees. Okay, this is ready to go into the oven. I've mixed everything up together, and then I've thrown a bunch of cheese on it because everything tastes better with cheese. And I'm going to cover it with foil, and then I'm going to bake it in an oven 350 degrees for about 30 minutes until it's hot and bubbly. The chicken tater tot crack casserole just came out of the oven, and it tastes delicious. It did take a little bit longer than I thought to cook it. It was about an hour and 10 minutes or so, and I actually turned the heat up to about 400 degrees. But as you can see, it is something your family's gonna love. Hi, I'm excited today because we are making some really fun, easy meals that your family is going to love that are inexpensive. So family meals on a budget is a great thing to do. So I would like to start with making a copycat KFC bowls is what it is. So let's get started. We're going to start with the gravy. Now what we do is we're going to add a half a cup of our chicken gravy mix into our boiling water. There's 2 cups of water in there, and then we're just going to whisk this until it boils. The chicken gravy mix that we have is so good. In fact, all of our gravy mixes are actually the gravy mixes they use at restaurants when you go out to a meal there and you get those. So that makes a big difference. So we're just going to whisk this until it boils. Okay, we've got our gravy. I'm going to get a little spoon here. Okay, so this is a really easy, yummy copycat from what you get at KFC. And so we have mashed potatoes. Now Allison's Pantry sells the most wonderful mashed potato pearls. And all you have to do is add them to boiling water and let them sit for a minute, and then you've got, presto, mashed potatoes ready to go. So this is a great meal to do because all you have to do is plop some potatoes into your dish, like that. And then we're gonna add some gravy. You could probably do it in whatever order you want, but then I'm gonna add gravy to it. And then a little bit of cheese. And some of our yummy frozen corn. And then we're gonna pile on the popcorn chicken. This is a meal that everybody's gonna love. Your kids are gonna love this. Now, here's a really good trick. When you're doing your popcorn chicken, make a whole tray of it. Cook a whole bunch of it for the whole week, and then you can just put it in the fridge and you're ready to go with your meal. So it turned, like I said, super easy, super delicious. This is a really fun lunch idea or dinner, especially if you're on the go. Your family is gonna love this. So what I have is one of our tortillas, and I've taken our popcorn chicken and I've just added some barbecue sauce, and I actually warmed it in the microwave because if you have your popcorn chicken pre-cooked, then you can just make a million different recipes with it throughout the week. So we're just going to put a little bit of our barbecued popcorn chicken across the bottom, like this. And then we're going to add a little bit of our pineapple to it. And then a little bit of mozzarella cheese. Then a little bit of red onion, because everything's better with onion, except kissing. And some cilantro. This is just some chopped fresh cilantro. And then a little bit of lettuce. And then you could just wrap this up. You could just wrap it up, and you could wrap it up in foil and take it with you as you're walking out the door. Doesn't that look delicious? Or you could also put it in the fridge and save it for later. I would just add the lettuce. If you're prepping ahead of time, I would just add the lettuce at the last minute, right before you're ready to eat it. But the rest of it could be prepped ahead of time. It could be served cold, or it could be served warm. It's up to you. I have a really fun recipe for you today. It's called chicken Parmesan casserole. It's fast, it's easy, and it's inexpensive. And so what I've done already is I've got my pasta cooking. My pasta is cooked and it's in my pan. And you want to cook your pasta al dente. You want it to be still kind of firm because it's going to finish cooking while it's in the oven. And I'm also, don't be surprised at the large numbers of food that I have here because I've doubled the recipe because I plan on making it for a large crowd. The other thing that I've pre-done is I've cooked our chicken breast fillets, breaded breast fillets, number 8455. And I want you to kind of see a little bit about these. Now these chicken breast fillets come in different sizes, but they taste so good, and there's so many different things that you can do with them. So what we're gonna do to start is we're just gonna chop up our chicken breast and throw it in with our casserole. Just need to find my knife. Okay, I have my chicken breast cut up, and I'm just going to dump it in with the casserole. I just cut it right on the cookie sheet because, I don't know, I'm always in a hurry. And it just seemed faster and easier to do that way. Of course, I've used our parchment paper. That's the only way to cook because it saves you so much time. And then I have some pasta sauce here. This is my pasta sauce, and I'm going to add some Italian seasoning to it from some Allison's Pantry Italian seasoning and pizza mix. You know, the pasta sauce is probably okay by itself, but this seasoning actually just really adds a nice little kick to it so that it's going to taste really good. And this is just so simple, just to add this in and then throw it into the pot. So we've got that all stirred in, and then we're just going to mix it all up. Maybe I filled my pan too full. Okay, so I hope you can see this. Now we're going to mix it up. Okay, we got it all mixed up, and hopefully you can see how it looks. And we are going to just cover it with some breadcrumbs. Now I'm sure you're supposed to measure this, but I don't measure very much often. We're just gonna put a nice thin layer of breadcrumbs over the top of it, and there'll be a recipe in there, of course, so you'll know exactly how many breadcrumbs to use. But my mom was the best cook that I know, and she never measured anything, and I kind of picked up her habits. So after we cover it with breadcrumbs, we are going to put mozzarella cheese on it. You know, this is a recipe that everybody is gonna love. It's pasta, it's cheese, it's chicken, and it's like spaghetti. I mean, what more could you love? And for those of you that are in a big hurry, you can throw this all together and just set it in your fridge so that when it's time to make dinner, all you have to do is just pop it in the oven. So I've got my cheese on there, my breadcrumbs, I've got everything in it. I'm going to cover it in foil, and then I'm gonna cook it until it's hot and bubbly. Our chicken Parmesan casserole turned it out delicious. And with our Riviera blend green beans, this makes a healthy, delicious meal every family will love. I have another fun recipe to use using our 8455 chicken breast fillets. I'm not sure that you understand how many wonderful things you can do with that. We use it all the time at our house. We serve it with instant mashed potatoes from Allison's Pantry. I can chop it up and throw it into a salad. We throw it in with spaghetti. There's a lot of different things that you can do with it. And one of my favorites is this recipe. So it's super easy, and I already have my rice in the casserole, but I like to use brown rice, and I get it from Allison's Pantry. A lot of times people like to use white rice, but white rice really isn't as good for you as brown rice is. And if you cook, the trick is to cook your brown rice until it's really done, and then your kids won't be able to tell the difference, especially if it's in a casserole, and then it's gonna stay with them a little bit longer than the overly processed white rice. So keep that in mind. So we have rice, and we have chopped up chicken breast, and we also have this beautiful stir-fry vegetables that we sell at Allison's Pantry. These vegetables are amazing. Our vegetables are the highest quality you can buy. Their prices are unbelievable, and they taste so good. So all I had to do was steam these. So we throw in I just warmed them up. Throw in our steamed vegetables. The stir-fry vegetables is what these are. And then we're gonna throw in our chopped up chicken. Wouldn't it be great to teach your kids how to cook and let them do this? It's just a matter of adding up, stirring and cooking a little bit of stuff. Now the chicken that I've got is already pre-cooked. I think that's gonna save time. And that's one thing that I do a lot of times when I'm cooking. I'll look at my recipes for the week, and if I'm gonna make more than one recipe with my chicken breast fillets, then I will cook it all at once and then just put it in the fridge, because it comes raw. And so you don't wanna take that extra time to cook it. Same with my brown rice. If I know I have 2 or 3 recipes in the week using brown rice, then I will cook it all at once and then put the leftovers in the fridge or sometimes the freezer. And then when I'm ready for my meal, I can just pull it together really fast. Okay, Allison's Pantry sells some really awesome sauce. These are from Miners. This one is the stir-fry sauce. This is what we'll be using today. But we also have a teriyaki sauce and a few other things that are really good from Miners. So either one is gonna work in this recipe, and we are just gonna add this to our recipe. Okay, we have our measuring cup, and I'm just gonna add some sauce to our stir-fry. Of course, I like to cook in large batches because the leftovers can be put into people's lunches for school, or they can also, my husband when he comes home from work for lunch, or they can be put in the freezer and then just warmed up as needed. So So we're just mixing this all up. And once it's all mixed up completely, then we're just gonna bake it in the oven for till it's warm and bubbly and then serve it. So great recipe. Doesn't this look delicious? This is something my family's gonna love. The leftovers I can throw inside of a tortilla and warm to serve with, so it's a little bit different. You could serve it with so many different things. This would be great with our egg rolls that we sell. There's just a lot of really yummy things that you can do with this. I can also put it in the freezer and then just pull it out when I'm ready to cook it. I had a lot of fun coming up with these recipes for you. I hope that you found some things that you want to try at your house, that maybe a couple of those recipes sounded fun to you. You'll want to check out the PDF that we've got for you. It's full of the recipes we talked about today, plus a few extra ones. Really fun, easy recipes that your family will love. Be sure and tell your customers about our great products that help to make family meals easier on a budget. Have a fantastic day.